Welcome back to the video. My name is Harold. Today is Thursday, March 12th, and in today's video, we'll be going over how I lost $400 trading again, my losing streak, and how choppy conditions have been affecting my breakout trading. So just getting right into it. Today we lost $400 day trading ES futures with an initial target of 1500, 3.75R planned. And it's just been tough, man. These conditions have been really tough, and I even made a video yesterday on how I'm going to break out of this losing streak. But something I didn't realize until today is that the conditions are just terrible, right? Something that a pro trader would recognize in the span of a day or two has taken me 5-6 losses in a row for me to finally recognize. And it's just that the conditions are choppy. We are having choppy conditions. And I'm constantly trying to take a breakout off of these choppy conditions when I should first wait and see if we can get a breakout in the first place. I'm so scared of missing the first move that I'm taking and initiating the first move and getting killed by the market. So for example, if we are in a downtrend, they say don't try to catch a falling knife, right? Because you don't know if the market will bounce here. That's exactly what I've been trying to do, but the opposite. We are chopping all day, but I'm trying to take these levels to the downside, when instead maybe I should wait for a break and then look to take a breakout trade off these levels. So that is something I recognized today. I feel like I've been really hard on myself, but I think it just comes down to my experience and being able to recognize this in real time. Now that I know and have recognized what the conditions are, I think that I'll be able to trade a little bit better, stay on my hands a little bit better, and just take better opportunities. So going into today, I was looking at two levels. I found these levels to be the most important levels: previous day value area low and the pre-market lows. I was either looking to take a long off these levels with proper confirmation or a short off these levels with proper confirmation. I ended up taking a short. So I ended up taking a short at 67.03, which was the pre-market low, and we reversed right away. So price initially attempted to move higher, we got shut down, and then we started this short-term downtrend on the 2-minute chart, but I ended up getting faked out for a reversal. So going into the footprint charts here, this is the 2-minute chart. I took a trade off this candle right here. After the trade happened, even during the trade, I knew that this was not the trade to take. Like, we saw this move. We saw that sellers got absorbed. On high volume, we reversed. Price got absorbed again. So I was like, okay, maybe we're trying to create a lower low. We're actually trying to attempt a breakout today. I entered on weak confirmation. The only confirmation I got was this high volume right here. I didn't get my B shape, right? And I entered again based off high volume. I think at this point, I've just recognized that this is just a bad habit that I've formed over the past couple weeks, and I don't think it's impossible to break it, but I need to take a little bit more initiative on trying to remain calm and not give into the increase in volume, the increase in volatility, right? Because even during the trade, I flipped over to the 5-minute right here, and I saw this forming real time. And this is a trade this is a strategy that I've actually been backtesting for reversals because I only trade breakouts, but this absorption usually signals a reversal, maybe not full reversal, but enough to take 15-20 points off of ES. I recognized this real time, and I was even getting signals that indicated that this was not a breakout, but maybe a potential reversal, and I still stayed in the trade. The candle closed right here. I was given the opportunity to exit before my stop would have been fully hit. My stop was at the 09s, right? We were right up here. I could have exited the trade early and just called it a day, but I let my emotions get to me. I wanted to be right, but you get humbled when you try to be right. So how do I break this bad habit? And this is how I think I'm going to try to approach it starting tomorrow. I have a checklist. So this is my checklist. This is my checklist, right? First, are we at a key level? This is 1. Number 2, are we seeing increased volume? Yes, we did. We saw increased volume. Number 3, are we seeing a P or B shape? No, we are not. We're seeing a P shape, but when we're taking shorts, we need to be seeing a B shape, right? So a lot of the trades lately that I've missed is we have been getting the volume, but we haven't been getting the proper shape of volume on these footprints. We need to see price. We need to see price transact volume in this area below the level so that it shows that price is willing to be accepted lower, but we were only transacting volume in the upper area before the breakout right here, showing that price might not want to transact lower than this level, right? We might just want to stay up here. So the way that I'm going to approach this bad habit is I'm going to try to flip the sequencing of my confirmations. Right? I think a bad habit is formed, or a habit in general is formed when you become accustomed to something, right? There's a cue, there's a trigger, and for me right now, the trigger is the increase in volume. Immediately I see the increase in volume, and usually when we are in trending days, this increasing volume with enough confirmation from earlier, like this attempt to break out, buyer absorption, is enough to take the trade. But right now it isn't. So increase in volume is my trigger. So I want to flip it. I want to first ask myself, are we getting the P or B shape? Because the most important confirmations for me to enter a breakout are these two confirmations, increase in volume and P/B shape. Those are the two most important. That will give me a B level trade as long as we're at a true key level. So instead of saying, oh, are we increasing in volume? And then looking for the B/P, I'm going to say, okay, are we having a P or B shape? And then I'll ask myself, are we increasing in volume? That's what I'm going to try out. I'm always actively going through a checklist, but maybe just switching the checklist order will change things up for me. Sometimes the small things, the small changes in life can make a drastic impact. And I know that this isn't a big problem, but I don't want it getting out of control. I don't want it getting bigger. I need to fix this now while I recognize it and while it's easy to tame. You might think, what would changing the order do? But I think it has everything to do with just psychology and how our brain works. If the cue is increased volume for me and that tells me, oh, okay, this trade is good enough, but lately I've been getting constantly stopped out, then I need to switch something, right? Now I've recognized that increased volume is important, so I'm for sure not going to take the trade if we decrease in volume. I need to make sure that I get this P or B. So maybe switching up the order will do something for me. But that is it for today. I will keep you guys updated, keep being transparent with y'all, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.